Hello guys, welcome to the AFL 26 episode. Today we're doing a AFL 26 finals. We're doing some AFLW finals, including we're trying to do a top 10 AFLW thing. So yeah, just something's really bit interesting come up in my mind. Like you guys, I do like a lot of content of Brisbane and whatever and stuff like that at some point in age. Well, this time it's a bit different. We're doing like a Brisbane. We're doing not Brisbane season mode. No. We're doing a season AFL finals. We're gonna do some spectating, like even though I'm not playing for this round. And yeah, we're doing some top 10. So I reckon North Melbourne won against Brizzy. So in AFLWs, because I can tell. 2025 season. So North Melbourne lead about against 40 points against Brisbane, but we might change it to a different area, but we switched to women's to men. Because even though we might do that. So yeah, so we'll start off the first of the later. We've got okay, so we're gonna go check my AFL. Go check the AFLW. Who's first in the letter? First off, we have North Melbourne come first. First off, we'll have North Melbourne first. North Melbourne second. Brisbane is going third. Fourth is gonna have to be Hawks, it means Hawthorn. Fifth is gonna be Carlton. And sixth will have to be Adelaide. Seven it has to be St Kilda. And then eight's gonna be West Coast, and then number nine will have to be Sydney Swans, and then number 10 it has to be Port Adelaide. So yeah, and confirmed, and then we'll play full commentary. We'll be put hardest, put under 10 minutes. Injuries, suspenders, and able. Full time has 0. I'm not playing for this round, so yeah. Start off with we got St Kilda versus Port Adelaide. We and then the flexes there's gonna be like a lot. So I reckon North Melbourne might beat the Hawks as well because including the I reckon the season final week one, isn't it? Yeah, final week one, isn't it? And then Carlton beat West Coast. If in case that West Coast if Sydney beat West Coast, then it's gonna be different. But so yeah, all right. I'll start off with the Saints versing the Port Adelaide. Let's fucking roll and yeah, let's see how it goes.
Good evening, I'm Anthony Hudson. Welcome to Friday Night Football. It's great to have you with us at Docklands. It's the opening wildcard eliminator between St Kilda and Port Adelaide. Season over for the loser, but a golden ticket to the finals proper for the winner. And out they come, led by their skipper. Joins me. Who's your pick today, Huff?
G'day, Huff. I've tipped the Saints. If in doubt, go with the home team. This match was played in a neutral venue. I think you'd have to toss a corner.
Thanks for those insights, Huff. Plenty of noise and excitement as we await the corner turn. The 2004 preliminary final between Port Adelaide and St Kilda remains one of the greatest of all time. The margins at the breaks were under a goal each time, and we were no closer to knowing the victor when Luke Boll kicked truly with 8.5 minutes remaining in the final quarter to tie the scores at 88 apiece. Port star Gavin Wanganeen then gathered a loose ball deep in the forward pocket and threaded a superb running goal to give Port the edge. Adam Kingsley missed everything at the 27-minute mark, leaving the door ajar for the Saints. Down the other end, Brent Guerra prepared to level the scores at the 29-minute mark with a kick off the ground. But a desperate lunge from Sean Burgoyne prevented any score, and the Power hung on by 6 points, 94-88, and advanced to their first AFL Grand Final.
Wanganeen Malira, Rosie intercepts the hand pass. Drew in the right spot. Good build-up. I'm not sure he wanted it. Steadies, drop hard, goal!
They're after a big game from him today, and that's a great start.
The Power on the board early. De Koning wins it out of the centre. Wanganeen Malira. Hall gets there first. Is anyone home? Jones with the big fist. He's lost possession. Good looking kick. He's hit up the lead. They're on point so far. They're moving the footy well here. Penetrating ball. Silvani doing what he does best. Richards almost threw it out. Caminiti saw that coming. Hall all on his own. Doesn't often waste it. Stocker in the centre square. Neat little worm burner. Sinclair in some space on the wing. Owens working hard and presenting well. It's come unstuck. Can he find a teammate? Burgoyne farms it out. Marshall under pressure. He's suddenly a popular man. He was trying to beat a path to goal, but he was shut down quickly. De Koning wins it. Wanganeen Malira will take some stopping. Radagalia read it like good defenders do. Tidy ball. Sweet made the footy his. Gets his kick despite the heat. Wanganeen Malira. An unexpected opportunity here. Higgins. No way through there, and they'll reset. Who can get the clearance? Butters. He's besieged. We've got another stoppage. Good ruck work. Rosie.
Early indications are we are in for a great contest. Both sides pride themselves on their clearance work.
Sweet looking for territory. Drew closed him down. Attracted a crowd. Something has to give soon.
2 rucks, please.
Opportunity to score here with a clean takeaway.
Sweet gets his hand to it.
The Power would arguably be sitting on a greater lead if they'd been a little more careful with the ball. If they sort that out, they'll be hard to stop.
Sweet wins it. Drew. McKinlay. Careful with the kick. Horn-Francis. Dangerous to leave on his own. His hand passing is a weapon. Jones. Good disciplined defence. Caminiti. Quality delivery by foot. Can he hit a target? The Power with an opportunity now. Throws it on the boot. This spells trouble. It's not a fair fight. They're tackling with great intent. De Koning wins it. Wanganeen Malira feeling the heat. We will do it all again. Good ruck work. He's not one to take a backward step. Paul, De Koning hunting the footy. Flanders. I like it behind the goals. He's got it.
That's a great way to open your account. His confidence will be sky high.
Both teams on the board now. De Koning looking for territory. Hall, Wanganeen Malira, Farrell, spoils, Burgoyne, he's set upon. No prior, and we'll have a ball up. De Koning showing his skills. Hall, Wood, that was almost handed to him. Normally delivers. Sinclair attracted a crowd.
Good, tight tussle so far. You can see the planning both sides have put into this match.
De Koning showing his skills. Flanders, Wood, Garcia on a lead. Bursts through the middle, crosses the pace. Defence 101 there. Marshall, De Koning, to a row, he gets it, and he does.
They keep moving the ball quickly. There'll be plenty more where that came from.
So they've got a couple now, and they're looking dangerous. De Koning showing his skills. Hall, Flanders, Berry in the right spot at the right time. Durden. Sinclair is there to save the day. Searching kick. Flanders, he's wrapped up. It's a good old-fashioned gang tackle. The umpire says he had no prior. Sweets gets his hand to it. Shaves the grass with that one. Honours the lead. What's he got on offer? He might have thought about the corridor. Owens has a vice-like grip. Ryan can just about finish it himself. Higgins, that's not going to be a goal. He's put it through.
The midfielders have to lift because the ease of ball movement from their counterparts is already making life difficult for the defenders.
The Saints are imposing their will on this contest. The big men fly. Rosie, Butters, the power are good with their hands. That was a brilliant tackle. Oh, they're hitting in hard. De Koning, the winner there. McKinlay with a steal. Butters, he's got support. Sweet, leading by example. Rosie, he's been busy so far. Chance gone begging. Richards, McKinlay. Stocker tries to spike it out of the danger zone. Whitlock threw himself at it. It's a goal.
They might want to tighten up on him. They gave him too much space on that occasion, and he made the most of it.
The goals are coming thick and fast. This is great to watch. De Koning punches it out of the rut. Wood, terrific tackle. They asked the question, but the umpire will have it. De Koning with a deft tap. Wanganeen Malira, Flanders, Burgoyne gets to it first. Aaliyah went bang. Hill, hurried kick goes very wide. Marshall, we've seen that before, and we'll have a throw-in.
It's been a free-flowing game so far. Both sides would like to better restrict each other's ball movement, though.
Who can get the clearance? Flanders dealt with the pressure. Wood, Hill, that's a bruising tackle on the non-preferred. Rosie is calm in a crisis, looking to hit up the short option. Windhagen desperate to win it back. De Koning has floated forward.
They've hit the ground running, and a goal here will give them a handy break.
Sets up for home, and he has delivered.
They're obviously going to try and funnel a lot of ball through him today. Why wouldn't they?
The power have been slow out of the blocks. Good ruck work. Rosie, big tackle laid. Could that have been holding the ball? Some thought it was, but not the person who matters. Sweet showing his skills. Flanders reads the tap well. Hill, Wood. The defenders will be nervous. Evans got a fisting. They've had the better of the contest to this point. Who's got the wheel? Ryan runs in and bangs it home.
That will do his confidence the world of good to start like that.
The Saints have got away. Sweet gets his hand to it. Got to get rid of it.
Wilkie clears the area. Whitlock. They need a spark. The kick's astray and out of bounds.
It's been a fast-paced game of footy. Both sides looking capable of scoring quickly.
Koning got his palm to it. They've got good chemistry, those two. Wood, the kick was centimetre perfect. What's he got on offer? And they're away. Punched that like he meant it. Taken to ground. You asked for it, you got it. They might be a little unlucky not to be rewarded. It was a fine tackle. De Koning palms it down. Wanganeen Malira wins a hard ball. Alia, Gary Ablett Sr. eat your heart out. He's hit up the lead. Doesn't often waste it. Stocker making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. Garcia getting involved. It doesn't get much worse than that. They desperately need a goal. Butters, marks. That's hard to stop. Just needs an accurate kick now.
He couldn't believe his luck finding that much space inside the forward 50.
This might be travelling out on the full. No, it's scrapped in for a behind.
That would have really helped them get their teeth into this match. They've been second best so far.
Sinclair goes short with the kick in. Wood working hard and presenting well. Caminiti has found some space. Stocker, Wanganeen Malira, De Koning under pressure. Owens takes the hand pass. The Saints are bringing great energy. The power on the ball now. Who's front and centre? Garcia squeezes the kick. That sloppy play, and it could come back to bite. It's hard to work out what they're trying to do here. Butters. They're tackling with venom today. Rucks go at it. Flanders. The fans will be happy to see this. Hill. That is going very close, not close enough.
We certainly would have expected to kick that one, but he's got to put it out of his mind now.
Farrell with the footy. Marshall marks in the back pocket. Burgoyne with a chance to relieve the pressure. Got a little time here. The power, moving the ball well. Richards works hard to present. What's he got on offer? He's generally a good kick. Windhager navigated the traffic. Taru, Marshall, Garcia slips over the shoulder. The power are chasing tail. Punched away. Rosie doesn't want to turn it over there. They're fighting tooth and nail not to give up a goal. They want ball, but they're not going to get it. Sweet wins the hit out. Drew, he'll feel that one. That's commitment to the cause. Neither side able to clear the footy. The two big men do battle. Drew lays it off. Bergman, it's no place for the faint-hearted.
Gary, what have you noticed down at ground level?
The Saints are getting the footy inside 50 a bit too easily because the pressure on the ball carrier isn't up to the required standard.
Both midfields are going to earn their money today. Sweet got his palm to it. Butters, Bergman managed to get out despite the tackle. Wanganeen Malira, errant handball, and they've turned it over. Can they get it forward this time? Well done. The power, not at their best so far. He's been accosted. There might have been an argument for a free kick there. The two big men do battle. Wines. Alia, he's run into trouble. He couldn't get rid of it. They wanted holding the ball, but nothing doing. Sweet got his palm to it. Wines. Wanganeen Malira reads the place so well. Drew, Burgoyne, Butters gathers in the centre square. Owens picks it off. That's poor kicking. Alia takes an excellent grab. A good kick here and they'll be in business. Whitlock has charged into space. Spud Frawley would have loved that one. Silvani gathers on the half volley. Wanganeen Malira. Great hands there. Marshall all alone in the centre square. Well played. The defence is disorganised. No one can mark. De Koning. You can see their confidence growing. That's a fine mark in the back pocket. And they might have dodged a bullet. Searching kick. Richards justifying his teammates' faith in him. The power looking shaky early. Farrell on a lead. What's he got on offer? He might have thought about the corridor. Horn Francis, he's taken a beauty. He doesn't waste many. Stocker couldn't hold it under pressure. Durden, Burgoyne. That's a poor place to give the ball back. Butters gets the kick away. In no man's land, Silvani saw that coming. Off the side of the boot, hand out on the full.
Good tackle there, forced him into the mistake.
They've got them on the overlap. Wilkie, can he keep it in?
Gary, what's caught your eye?
The power have really got to cut down on their turnovers. They're their own worst enemy at the moment.
The two big men do battle. Drew, they desperately need this. Never look to have the distance. The Saints are playing some great footy. Hill, Wood, terrific forward pressure. Ball up in the shadows of quarter time. Sweet got his palm to it. Butters, Richards, not on my watch, he says. Sloppy disposal and a turnover. Paul, all on his own. Good thinking and good execution too. The Saints can build something here. Gives away a free and the moment passes. Clever kick. The Saints with the early advantage. They're up and about, but the challenge will come. Time for some more insights from Gary on the boundary.
The Saints look built for finals footy. They're hitting their opponents hard and looking quicker and more skillful. They haven't had to defend a great deal yet, though, and it'll be interesting to see how they stand up to the pressure if and when the momentum shifts.
Thanks, Gary, as we get going again. Sweet with a deft tap. Drew onto it. That's skillful. Wood puts his head over it. Sinclair, he's caught. No one able to clear the footy, so we'll have another ball up. De Koning, the winner there. Wanganeen Malira. He might have thought about hand passing. Out of the congestion. Hill leads his opponent. Marshall outbodied his opponent and took a ripper. They're playing with purpose and poise. Farrell spills the mark. De Koning runs onto it. Hill, that's not going to be a goal. Good disciplined defence. Bergman. Not often you see a forward spoiling the ball. Absorbs the pressure. They're tackling with great intent. De Koning has probably got the points at this stage. Critical contest coming up. Ranagalia doing what he does best. Bergman. He's miscued that one.
Hounded into the mistake. Space is hard to come by.
What can they muster from the back half? Slowing it down. They need a goal, but it's at the wrong end. Gets his kick despite the heat. The whistle's gone, and I think he knew it was coming.
Harsh in the eyes of some, but I think it's a fair call. The Saints are working harder at the present time, and they're reaping the rewards.
Snap around the body. It's there!
Perhaps a bit fortunate with the free kick, but he went back and made the most of it.
The Power really need to respond now. De Koning looking for territory. Hall, Wanganeen Malira. Their appeals have fallen on deaf ears. De Koning has got on top. Hall, Wanganeen Malira is racking up contested possessions. He's been penalised for incorrect disposal.
He bit off more than he could chew there.
The Saints look well drilled. Philippou can keep it moving. They're huffing and puffing. Sweet. Aliyah attracted a crowd. It's a good old-fashioned gang tackle. No free kick, and they've got a stoppage in a dangerous position. Sweet wins the hit out. Wines does the roving. Butters. Lukosius is hard to beat one-on-one. Honours the lead. What's he got on offer? They've got to get a wriggle on. Burgoyne takes him high. Good vision there. Aliyah can run and carry. Sinclair at close quarters. Owens. Anyone's ball. Wanganeen Malira. Wood. Time to turn on the Jets. Durden wins the race. And they see it out.
Momentum is so important. A couple of goals either way would make a huge difference.
De Koning showing his skills. Wanganeen Malira. That's a dreadful hand pass. You have to be tough to play this game. They appeal for a free kick, but we'll have a stoppage. Sweet palms it down. Rosie. Tidy ball. Gathers it cleanly on the wing. Met solidly. The Power have denied them the corridor. Sinclair collects the half volley. Wanganeen Malira working hard and being rewarded. McRae, Owens, you can't question his commitment. Georgiades desperate to win it back. That's poor play. Takes the responsibility. Just needs to finish. Finish he does.
That's why they want the ball in his hands.
The Power will be hearing alarm bells right about now. De Koning with the tap. Wanganeen Malira. If he thought he was getting away, he was sadly mistaken. It would be a hard umpire who would ping him for that. Good ruck work. Hall leading from the front. Hill, he's wrapped up. He's set upon. It's a bit of a stoppage fest at present.
The Power are not getting their hands on the ball anywhere near enough, so they need to turn that around if they're going to go on to win. The Power look a fair way off the pace today. They're really back.
Rinse and repeat. De Koning punches it out of the ruck. Ball to no one in particular. Caminiti. The Saints are red hot at the moment. That's not a good kick. Butters. Wines. Georgiades. Can he impose himself on the match? He ran into a brick wall. Butters. Mead hasn't seen a lot of it. Georgiades is the man on the spot and he's marked. Gives it everything. Defence 101 there. Wanganeen Malira. The Power continue to be second to the ball. The umpire says he made an attempt to get it out. Punch clear. Butters tries to bulldoze his way through. This should be a goal. Big chance. And he does not let them down.
Did they ever need that? Now to rest back the momentum.
They've broken the run of goals at the other end, but they need a run of their own now. Rosie, Wines, McKinlay. He just dropped it. He couldn't get his fist or foot to it.
He's not hiding his annoyance, but I think he's more upset with himself than with the umpire.
Marshall has found some space. Manages to find a teammate. Doesn't often waste it. Aliyah couldn't quite. Vaughan Francis. He's besieged. Was that a legitimate attempt to get it out? The ump gives him the benefit of the doubt. De Koning wins it down. Flanders, Wood, a model of consistency. Marshall working hard and presenting well. Who's front and centre? Disciplined defence called for and provided.
That's smart play, really. There's no point taking unnecessary risks.
Farrell heads wide with the kick in. The kick was centimetre perfect. Windhagen couldn't mark, so he brings it to ground. Aliyah, Sinclair gets to it first. Marshall, Philippou, can he get a shot away? Attracted a crowd. Radaglia moving the footy laterally. They've given it up. Delivers a long ball. Farrell making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. Flanders, Ryan, Marshall. He's so good in close. Wanganeen Malira. It's there!
Going on their merry way here. This could be over by half-time.
It's not over yet, but it might be soon. Sweet wins it out of the centre. Rosie, Mead. He's stopped in his tracks. They're tackling with venom today. Sweet with a deft tap. How will the umpire see this? He seemed completely unaware of the company he had. Free kick.
That's what happens when you find yourself in two minds.
Neat little worm burner. Jones closed him down. Boot to ball just in time. Marshall, it's a tough game.
Off your line,
Farrell,
play on.
you asked for it, you got it. They want ball, but they're not going to get it. Sweet got his palm to it. Wines, McRae intercepts the hand pass. Here's a chance to get it forward. Mead went bang. Wilson, Owens, Flanders. He's got support. Lukosius in heavy traffic. Caminiti intercepts. Sinclair, too slow. He's normally good on his non-preferred. Who's got the wheels? Solid tackle. Kicks to space. That's a useful ball. Ryan knew where the help was. Owens is released by the handball. Wines is there to thwart that play. Farrell. Windhagen with another spoil. Lukosius. Georgiades. Off he goes with the advantage. Well played. Durden. Can he finish it off? Horn Francis. He's got an option in the centre square. Sweet with a chance to run. This is more positive. Burn-Jones. They could really do with a straight kick. He's up to the task, and he's pulled one back.
Better ball movement on that occasion allowed them to open up that opportunity in front of goal, and they've got full reward for it.
The Power have been outplayed, but they're hanging tough. Sweet wins the tap. Wines is there in the clinches. Silvani is proving hard to pass. Wilkie. Silvani. Some people can't kick that far. Windhagen. The Saints moving the ball well. Hill receives a clever hand pass. The umpire will have it. Good ruck work. Wines. Mead. The Power need to make inroads soon. Here's a big chance to peg back the margin. Alarm bells are ringing. Burn-Jones. No one's gone near him, and he could make them pay.
Poor defence leaving him on his own, and now you'd imagine he'll make them pay.
They could do with this. They could really do with this. It's home.
Well, if you give him room inside 50, you'll pay more often than not.
They've pulled a couple back now, but there's still plenty to do if they're going to get back into this one. He's under close attention. Wilson wins the hard ball, concedes ground. Sloppy disposal and a turnover. Mead. Wilkie. They must be sick of the sight of that. Kicks it goal, and it's there. Here they come.
It took longer than they would have liked, but they're playing some very good football right now.
Got their tails up now. De Koning got his palm to it. Burn-Jones. Marshall runs onto it. Good tackle. The fans will be happy to see this. And we will do it all again. De Koning wins it down. Flanders. Hall. Hill. Wanganeen Malira. He should have the distance, but I'm not sure he has. Radaglia. Marshall. Can he find a teammate? Garcia trying to bring the Crummers into play. Ball spills free in the tackle. That's an impressive mark. Picking their way through. Stocker takes an excellent grab. Radaglia continues to be a thorn in their side. Butters pushes into space and receives the footy. Wilkie. Terrific forward pressure. He's drawn a crowd. They asked the question, but the umpire will have it. Good ruck work. Flanders. Wanganeen Malira. Hall dishes it off. Philippou. De Koning out of the congestion. Flanders. Alia reads the ball so well. What's he got on offer? Clever kick. The Power having a great patch. Normally delivers. The Sharon hits the deck. Sinclair mops that one up. Please. No time like the present. Ryan. Owens. He's been busy so far. Evans is calm in a crisis. He didn't want it to spill out there. Rucks go at it. Clean pickup. From the pocket. Looks good. Is good.
Full credit to him for putting that through the middle despite the tackle.
The Saints have steadied after they were challenged. Sweet wins the tap. Mead. De Koning gathers. Philippou taken to ground.
They're tackling with great intent. De Koning has probably got the points at this stage. Blasts away. Marshall tries to spike it out of the danger zone. Farrell, Berglund. That's good work rate. De Koning heads them off at the pass. There goes the kick inside the 50. It's come unstuck. Berglund working hard and being rewarded. Farrell, Butters, dangerous to leave on his own. Tidy ball. Can't take it. He's lost possession. Georgiades. Sweet. Rosie. They need to hit the scoreboard here. Durden. Feeling the heat. There might have been an argument for a free kick there. Sweet. Palms it down. Philippou. Hall. De Koning has a paddock in front of him. Flanders. He didn't break stride. Hasn't seen a lot of it. Garcia. All alone in the centre square. Hill. Ryan read it well and claims the mark.
He kicked the last one pretty well, so he'll be confident here.
This would be a timely goal. The kick's a bit wonky, but it doesn't matter. It's a goal.
Defenders are always under pressure with how often the ball is coming down, and this game might be getting away.
The Saints having a good patch. Sweet punches it out of the ruck. Mee, Rosie, Burgoyne. Might be time for one more score here. McKinlay, Richards has it within range.
He hasn't got his name on the goal scorers list yet. Here's a good chance.
For a much-needed goal, and he has put it through.
They've been very accurate. They've needed to be in order to stay in this match.
The Power need to back that up and generate some momentum. The two big men do battle. That's the first half done and dusted, and we have been treated to a shootout. Let's hope it continues. Time to check in with Gary.
The Power are still in this somehow. It really should be out of their reach when you look at the stats sheet, but it's not. They need to start winning the ball out of the centre and getting it into their forwards quickly. Some scoreboard pressure could make a very different game of it.
Thanks for those observations, Gary, as we get back underway. Sweet, the winner there. Mee, Butters, a bit of a panicked handball. Hill didn't need to be asked twice. Marshall had his name written all over it. Searching kick. No one can mark. Look at him go. Marshall, can he mop up? Evans in the right spot. Georgiades uses the body well. Some indirect ball movement here. Garcia, he's struggled to make an impact to this point. Caminiti, Silvani manages to find a teammate. Kicks inside the forward 50. Sweet has drifted back to help out. Neat little worm burner. Burgoyne with a chance to relieve the pressure. The Power might be about to start something. Farrell on a lead. What's he got on offer? His field kicking is normally first rate. Decides to go. Doesn't often waste it. Carroll to no one in particular. De Koning is racking up contested possessions. Higgins heads towards goal and does not let them down.
Typical small forwards goal there. He's a real live wire inside forward 50.
The Saints on the board first after half-time. Sweet with a deft tap. Rosie, they need a spark. Which way will it bounce? Just had to get it out. Aaliyah attracted a crowd. Gets the kick away. McKinlay, that's a bruising tackle. He's set upon. They appeal for holding the ball, and the umpire agrees.
No umpire ever changed their decision because a player had a whinge.
He probably should have hand passed. They can smell victory. Flanders, that one was always his.
To put the icing on the cake.
Set sail for home, and he has delivered.
The Power need to start winning more contested ball. They're being beaten up in that area.
The Power are looking disorganised. The Koning wins it down. Wanganeen Malira, Sweet, Butters, all on his own. Can he be the fire starter? Richards, they've worked it well. Just needs an accurate kick now.
Someone went to sleep defensively, and I suspect the price will be 6 points.
He's kicked it like an arrow.
It was almost like a training drill. Such was the ease with which they constructed that goal.
The Power with a much-needed goal. It's been a great duel between the two big men. Wanganeen Malira, Marshall couldn't hold it under pressure. He'll be sore in the morning. They're tackling with venom today. De Koning got his palm to it. Squeezes the kick. Anyone's ball. Higgins desperate to win it back. They're playing for keeps.
The Power are a big chance if they can just tidy up their disposal and decision-making.
Sweet got his palm to it. Drew, Mead, in the thick of it as ever. Burne-Jones punched that like he meant it. Cops some unwanted attention. Honours the lead. That's skillful. Stocker wins the contest and can relieve the pressure. Philippou has found some space. He's only had the one inside 50. Ryan gets his kick despite the heat. They could almost have raffled it. Sinclair working hard and presenting well. Owens can keep it moving. What's he got on offer? He's been industrious. Intercepted, and they can launch from half-back. Shaves the grass with that one. That's a good option, and this looks promising. They've opened them up here. Another goal, and they'll believe. Lukosius has charged into space. Well played. Lays it off. That'll work. Butters knew the tackle was coming. The umpire says he had no prior. The two big men do battle. Butters can send them into attack. Mead, Drew might fancy himself here. Probing ball. Burne-Jones can just about walk this in. Can he finish it off?
He doesn't miss many, so you wouldn't think this would pose any problems.
Hammers it home.
The efficiency in front of the sticks has arguably kept them in this game.
The Power with the past two goals. De Koning wins the hit out. Wanganeen Malira made that ball his. Owens got to get it forward now. Philippou, he stopped in his tracks. Not good off the boot. Wasn't a great kick. They've turned it over. Butters, they cannot keep him quiet. Evans, no easy exit. No way through there, and they'll reset. Who can get the clearance? Flanders. He's not going to waste an opportunity like that.
They switched off for a bit, but as if sensing some danger, they've switched back on and managed to construct a goal that might just have headed off some creeping insecurities.
The Saints have responded to the challenge. De Koning wins it. Hall does the roving. Aliyah is a rock in defence. And they're away. McKinlay in the clear. Bergman can run with the footy. The Power have been out of sorts. Horn Francis. Great hands there. Richards. This is a big opportunity. McKinlay. Stocker picks it off. That's poor kicking. Can he hit a target? Good work rate. Clever kick. Quality delivery by foot. Kicks to centre wing. They're moving the footy well here. Sinclair, crunching tackle, attracted a crowd. That can only be holding the ball.
His annoyance can only be with himself for lack of awareness.
Kicks inside the forward 50. Wilkie making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. Georgiades trying to find a path.
Born Francis. Rosie. McKinlay. Demanded the footy and got it. Marks. That's hard to stop. It will surely make this count.
The Power are just hanging in there. They sorely need a goal.
He hasn't hit the scoreboard yet. He has now.
Better ball movement on that occasion allowed them to open up that opportunity in front of goal, and they've got full reward for it.
If they can get the next one, it'll be on. De Koning wins it. Drew has some attention to deal with. Georgiades marks it centre half forward. Is anyone home? Whitlock drops into the hole and marks. That's a useful ball. Big tackle laid. They appeal for a free kick, but will have a stoppage. De Koning has rucked tirelessly. Hall, McRae, Richards out of the congestion. Handballs it to nobody. Hill, Philippou, he'll work all day. Hall continuing to win the hard ball. Wilkie, the Saints under great pressure. You asked for it, you got it. Gone, caught napping in a dangerous spot.
He's not happy, but the call is correct. He's been striking them well. This shouldn't present any problems.
He's given it a tug and missed.
Well, what can you say? That is a dead set shot.
Sinclair heads wide with the kick in. Stocker with a chance to run. The Saints are out of trouble. Useful hand pass. A good kick here and they'll be in business. Who's front and centre? Evans. Terrific tackle. De Koning. Time and again he gets to the right place. Jones wins it back. Great mark. Radaglia felt the pressure there. It's eluded him. Georgiades takes the logical option. Richards throws it on the boot. Wilkie is proving hard to pass. What can they build here? That is not the place to turn it over.
According to some of these fans, all he had to do was kick it 60 metres on his non-preferred to a player on the other side of the ground in his blind spot while being tackled. Easy.
That's not going to come back. It wasn't his best effort.
You can't afford to miss gettable shots against a good side when you're already behind.
Sinclair tasked with the kick in. Caminiti presents in space. Tries a safe ball. Philippou. The Power guarding the corridor. Alia. Where would they be without him? Here's the vital kick inside the 50. Wilkie saves the day. He's normally good on his non-preferred. Silvani makes position. He's hit up the lead. He's had little impact so far. Hall doesn't often waste it. Centre square, loose ball. Comes free in the tackle. They've put themselves under pressure. Harassed into an error. They're breaking down across half forward. Searching kick. Hall. Quick getaway wasn't possible. Wilkie. It's a tough game. Silvani. He's got support. Handball off was good. Somehow released the ball. Marshall affects the turnover. Mead, Lukosius. How will the umpire see this? Stoppage coming up on the wing. Sweet showing his skills. Whatever he's suffering from, it's not leather poisoning. McKinlay, dangerous to leave on his own. Wilkie is there in defence. He's generally a good kick. That's well played. Tidy ball. Carroll has got loose. Hill, Taru with time, getting their handball game going. McRae, it looks a well-oiled forward line. Dishes it off. Hill, must be incorrect disposal. It is.
Not enough talk out there, it seems.
Waiting for someone to come at him. The kick is precise. He's got an option in the centre square. Stocker taken to ground. When one tackle just won't do. Umpire's ball as we near three-quarter time. Sweet palms it down. Burne-Jones. It's no place for the faint-hearted. Neither side able to clear the footy. De Koning with a deft tap. Taru. Hill. Good build-up. He had prior opportunity.
I don't know about that. I think the meter was charged.
I've liked his game today. Windhanger. Can he find a teammate? Alia! Again with the superior judgment.
That's skillful. Silvani takes an excellent grab. They'll sweep this ball forward. Marshall, solid tackle. Ball throws the crowd and the umpire agrees.
Nothing wrong with ambition, but you've got to know your limits.
McKinlay in the centre square. Good thinking and good execution too. Looking for 2 in a row. Wilkie is proving very difficult to pass. Careful ball movement. Stocker with a chance to relieve the pressure. Sinclair works hard to present. Normally delivers. The runner will be out in a minute. Can they keep the footy this time? Durden, he's taken a beauty. They need to hit the scoreboard here. It's a poor entry. A waste, really. Good-looking kick. Caminiti on a lead. McRae has found some space. Probing ball. De Koning all alone in the centre square. They've got them on the overlap. It's come unstuck. A chance to clear now. Horn Francis takes a beauty. Drew, can he impose himself on the match? Time to turn on the Jets. Marshall squeezes the kick. The sprint is on. Durden, it's a desperate tackle. Ball up. The defenders will need to be on guard. Saints are in front, but there's plenty of work still to be done. It should be a cracking final turn. Let's head down to Gary Lyon on the boundary.
The Saints might have a dilemma at some point. It's certainly a viable tactic to slow the game down and look to possess the footy at certain points in the match. But I'm not generally a believer that your mindset should change based on the time remaining in the match. I reckon keep doing what's got you in a position of strength.
Good on you, Gary. Thank you. Sweet, showing his skills. Manages to get off a handball. Burn-Jones, he'd have paid it to himself. Sweet, getting involved. Wilkie, they must be sick of the sight of that. And they're out of trouble. Honours the lead. Good kick. Carroll can keep it moving. Their ball movement has been impressive. Owens, Garcia. Well played, by hand. McRae, they're building something dangerous here. Taru, Lukosius is calm in a crisis. Burn-Jones, they're tackling with great intent. De Koning showing his skills. McRae, Garcia, drop punt, and he has put it away.
You might want to tighten up on him. They gave him too much space on that occasion, and he made the most of it.
Saints have the first of the last quarter. De Koning has probably got the points at this stage. Hill, the power, a chasing tail. Garcia, will he look for a target or go himself? Wanganeen Malira punched that like he meant it. Disciplined defence called for and provided.
That's smart play, really. There's no point taking unnecessary risks.
Farrell heads wide with the kick in. Bergman pushes into space and receives the footy. Chips to half-back. Georgiades working hard and being rewarded. Clever kick. Farrell, great hands there. They desperately need a goal. Leaves it behind. He's run into trouble. It's not a fair fight. Was that a legitimate attempt to get it out? The ump gives him the benefit of the doubt. Sweet, showing his skills. Drew, Rosie, not a lot of positives today. Marshall has it within range. They need a spark. Sinclair spoils. Cops some unwanted attention. Gets his kick despite the heat. Silvani, you have to be tough to play this game. The ump calls for the footy close to goal. Sweet wins it. McRae delivers a long ball. Farrell, we've seen that before. Carroll, he's kicked it the wrong way. Who's got the wheels? That's commitment to the cause. Great tackling technique there. Sweet, got his palm to it. Hall, onto it. Wilson, the fans will be happy to see this. We'll have another ball up. Sweet, looking for territory. McRae, De Koning has been irrepressible. Carroll marks on centre wing. Well-weighted kick. That's an impressive mark. He sends them inside for the 4th time. Alarm bells are ringing. The Saints are playing some great footy. Jones, he'll be sore in the morning. They have absolutely spifflicated him. He was optimistic if he thought he could break that tackle. Sweet, he's rucked superbly in a losing cause. Bergman, Farrell, what can he do with it? Evans, poor disposal, keeps letting them down. Takes the safe option. Good work rate. He struggled to make an impact to this point. Radaglia fumbled it like a cake of soap. Gets the kick away. Sinclair, a bit of a panicked handball. Vaughan Francis, desperate to win it back. Sweet. Caminiti is there in the clinches. Their appeals have fallen on deaf ears. Sweet with the tap. Burn-Jones. McKinlay. The power had been out of sorts. Quality delivery by foot. Ryan! Strong grab. What's he got on offer? Big ball to be won here. Sharman. Steadies. Drop pass. Goal!
They've had to work for it, but they look safe now.
The Saints with 2 on the bounce. De Koning wins the hit out. Dealt with the pressure. That's unusual. Closed him down. The umpire says he had no prior. Sweet has shaded the ruck battle despite the scoreboard. McKinlay. Punched away. Durden. He's so good in close. Georgiades. He's set upon. They've got the game won, but they're refusing to let up. Sweet palms it down. Butters gathers. Vaughan Francis. I felt that one from here. The Saints are giving them nothing. Good ruck work. Rosie pounces. They cannot keep him quiet. Burgoyne, important tackle. He was just about through otherwise. Even with the game well won, their pressure is still elite. De Koning with a deft tap. He's lost it. Hill. He's hit up the lead. Doesn't often waste it. Decides to go. Garcia. This is promising. Owens is the man on the spot and he's marked. Marshall. Sharman. The power continue to be second to the ball. The umpire says he made an attempt to get it out. De Koning wins the tap. Taru. Marshall. McKinlay gets to it first. Wines. Rosie running in support. Butters. Bergman. It's not been his day, that's for sure. Windhager making his claim for the Golden Fist Award. He's been penalised for incorrect disposal.
He's not happy, but the call's correct.
Burn-Jones working hard and presenting well. This is good ball movement. What's he got on offer? Searching kick. Silvani out of the congestion. Marshall, that's poor play. He's been quiet. De Koning runs onto it. They can smell victory. He should have held that one. Concedes ground. Farrell, he's under close attention. The Saints have denied them the corridor. Bergman, who's front and centre? Foot race on the wing. He's drawn a crowd. He's stopped in his tracks. They're still cracking in hard deep into this match. It's been a great duel between the two big men. Taru, anyone's ball. Marshall, got to get it forward now. The kick was centimetre perfect. The defence is disorganised. Owens drops into the hole and marks.
He couldn't believe his luck finding that much space inside the forward 50.
This should not be a problem, and it isn't.
He's finally on the score sheet. It's been quiet today, but he made that one count.
The sting's well and truly gone out of this one. Sweet, I won't blame him. Like Batman and Robin. Wines, just trying to get it forward under pressure. Marshall got to the right position and hung on.
The power are flat at the moment. Perhaps a goal here would energise them.
It's on the way. Good looking kick. He's dogged it.
That's got to give them a lift. A terrific mark and an equally impressive goal.
The Power have got it back to a 5-goal game. De Koning punches it out of the ruck. Hall, it's a hot footy. They're going nowhere and will have a stoppage near the centre. De Koning palms it down. Taru trying to find a path. Wood, Owens. That's good work rate. I've liked his game today. It looks a well-oiled forward line. Can he finish it off?
To put the icing on the cake.
He kicks the goal.
Well, if you give him room inside 50, you'll pay more often than not.
They're streaming towards the exits now. De Koning, the winner there. Wanganeen Malira has turned it on today. Evans read that one like a book. He doesn't waste many. Felt the pressure. Marshall, Rosie, didn't need to be asked twice. Georgiades, Butters, Burne-Jones. Here's a big chance to peg back the margin.
That's probably as good a passage of players we've seen from them all day. Deserves a goal.
They could do with this. They could really do with this. It's home.
They've looked to the likely source to provide a spark, and he's done just that.
That goal hinted at what might have been. De Koning wins the tap. Knew the tackle was coming. They've bottled it up. Sweet with the tap. Butters. He's been a shining light. McKinlay. Windhagen is proving hard to pass. They're playing with purpose and poise. Spills the mark. It's a tough game. If he'd been clean there, he might have been away. The two big men do battle. This is a hotly contested footy. Hill runs onto it. Marshall just had to get it out. Wood, boot to ball just in time. Solid tackle, looking to hit up the short option. Owens, Wilson. Whatever he's suffering from, it's not leather poisoning. That's a bit of a waste. Georgiades with a chance to relieve the pressure. Good-looking kick. Farrell, all on his own. The Power haven't thrown the towel in. He'd like that one back. Carroll gets there first. Radaglia is proving a massive thorn in their side. Silvani has it now on centre wing. Hill marks. Will he go the bomb? They're moving the footy well here. Carroll, Paul, not on my watch, he says. He was trying to beat a path to goal, but he was shut down quickly. The two big men do battle. Wines. He's gone. Burgoyne. Alia. Drew. Hacking it forward. They've put themselves under pressure. Throws it on the boot. Carroll on a lead. They're moving the footy quickly. Jones makes good contact. Not a lot of positives today. Big ball to be won. That's a legal disposal, isn't it? Jones was committed to the contest. Wilson takes an excellent grab. Sharman marks inside 50 and can have a shot. Bergman wins it back. Great mark on the non-preferred. It's a dreadful mistake. Hill, he hasn't hit the scoreboard yet. He has now.
You might ask for more time forward after that.
The Saints, in this form, would challenge anybody. Punch clear. Wood, got to get it on quickly. McKinlay mops that one up. Sweet. Horn Francis might be just outside his range. Marshall can go back and shoot at goal.
He hasn't done a lot today, but he's still done some good things.
opportunity in front of goal, and they've got full reward for it.
The Power haven't played great footy, but they're hanging in there. Sweet wins the hit out. Winds. Drew gets his kick despite the heat. Which way will it bounce? Horn Francis. He's struggled to make an impact to this point. Wilkie. They must be sick of the sight of that. Marshall. Hooked the ball and that's a goal.
Bit of momentum now. That's 2 in a row.
The Power will not go away. The big men fly. Wood, De Koning, Hill under pressure. Wanganeen Malira, Garcia. Can he find a teammate? Carroll has it within range. The defence has fallen down. Wilson gets on the end of it. That's great footy.
He fancy his chances.
Sets up for home, and he has delivered.
They've been consistently able to find avenues to goal through quick and direct ball movement.
They've done this very comfortably. De Koning looking for territory. They've got good chemistry, those two. Marshall marks it centre half forward. Carroll is the target, and he marks. Radagalia is a rock in defence. Well-weighted kick. Higgins went bang. Bergman, a chance to clear now. The Power are out. That's their season done. And the disappointment is etched on their faces. What stood out to you today, Huff?
Just like that, a season that promised so much is over. It feels like it's all come to nothing in the immediate aftermath and the disappointment is acute. But these are the experiences that make the ultimate success that much sweeter if you're lucky enough and good enough to get there.
Thanks for those insights, Huff, and for your input today. Thanks for your company. Hope to have you with us again next time for more enthralling Aussie rules action.
Yep. Port is wrapped up right now. They almost had it. Actually, they almost had it, but no. St Kilda got the man up now. So this is what they need. All right. Next up, West Coast versus City Swans. Now I might leave it to the next video. So it looks like I reckon Saysville might go beat Adelaide or Carlton. I'm not too sure, but yeah. So I hope you have a wonderful day, everyone. And then also after wild card is has to be North Melbourne versus Hawks. After that it's gonna be Melbourne versus Brisbane, and I reckon those two. I don't know who we're gonna verse, but yeah, depends on how it goes, and yeah. And also, unfortunately, I couldn't find I couldn't how to say this, but I reckon I might take off the commentators off because because the reason why I can't hear the commentators on my TV because because I replaced my old TV to a new one, and then they didn't pick up the commentators, so on my TV, but the audio on my phone of the commentators it works, but from now on this commentator is from now on no longer in my YouTube channel, and yeah, and including Twitch as well. So yeah, first of all, you all, and then also coming up next, there's going to be a new playlist coming on. With one, I'm gonna play with my mates, which is one of my closest mates from our school. They play, well, me and they were playing Fortnite, and I was like, to myself, we might try and make a YouTube video, like, even though we'll do like a playlist called the Fortnite Bros, or what kind of stuff like that. But I'm gonna figure out a name in the playlist. So yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day, folks. And yeah, yeah, up next, it's gonna be West Coast versus Sydney Swans. So I might do it in the next episode. So yeah, hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys all next time. Goodbye.